Yo, what's good, my YouTube family? I hope that I got some of my TikTok people over here, some of my Instagram, some of my Facebook, because the metaverse is trying to play me right now. I can't do any lives on that stuff. So anyway, I'm here to talk to you guys tonight um about covering your assets, all right? Covering your assets. Now, some of my mentors call it a CYA letter. Okay, cover your ass, you know what I mean? Cover your assets. I call it my CTF letter because mine has a couple of other things in there, right? We want to be protected. CTF is cover the family because my name is Gene Boykin. I'm the founder of the GoGetter family. I teach people how to become the bank in real estate investing by using a unique strategy called creative financing and subject to being able to buy people's investment properties by taking over their existing mortgage, or if they're owned outright, we get seller financing. That way, we become the bank because we never have to go into a bank and apply for credit, qualify for debt, show our W 2s, use a realtor, fill out credit applications, do debt to income ratios, any of that stuff, man. Proof of funds, none of that. I personally was able to acquire 6 houses in 6 months, did 7 transactions. I just acquired my last property, my seventh property actually, last Friday. And I have a student that is getting one this week. So I'm going to go over tonight my CTF letter. All right, it is a document that you need to get signed in any transaction that you do with real estate. However, ours is unique. Okay, ours is unique in that we have a couple of things in there for our creative deals because we don't go to the bank. We don't like to spend a lot of money out of our own pockets or do any credit checks because we become the bank. All right, so I'm going to dive right in, guys. So don't forget to hit that like button. And if you feel like I bring you some value, consider subscribing to my channel. Be a player about it. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be right back with you.
I'm a go-getter. They some go-getters. We some go-getters. Hope you a go-getter. Let's get it. I'm a go-getter. They some go-getters. We some go-getters. Hope you a go-getter. Let's get it. I'm a go-getter. Hustle to the end, we some no-quitters. Knock it out the park, we for show hitters. Right, left hemisphere, that's a dome splitter. Yeah. We control our own destiny. Make moves, cultivate whole legacy. Creative finance, bring more ecstasy. The right ingredients, now that's a dope recipe.
All right, what's good, y'all? Guys, thank you for joining me tonight on this Saturday evening. My fiance thought it was Sunday all day. I mean, she was tripping, but it's a beautiful Saturday night. I'm coming on a little bit later because I know my people out there on the East Coast be up watching, man, in that Eastern time zone and in the Pacific. So tonight, I'm going over my CTF letter. I'm going to do this quickly. So anytime that you buy real estate, right, you want to protect yourself. Okay, you want to protect yourself, you want to protect your assets. And in order to do that, we enter into an agreement, okay, some sort of contract, a legally binding contract that says one party is going to perform. They're going to do something in order for another party to give them something to compensate them in some sort of way, whether that's with money. In our case, it is with a house. All right. So when you sign these legally binding contracts, you have to make sure that everybody knows what's going on. All right. They're not under the influence of drugs or alcohol. They are of a sane mind. They actually own the property. All right. You don't want people to get, man, what, dude, what? There are people sell you a house. They don't even own the house. And you don't bought a house. Gave them money and everything. All right. So the CTF letter, it goes over all of that. And then your prospect, whoever you're going into contract with, they initial next to every clause in there saying that this was negotiated fairly. This is not a loan. And I mean, it tells everything. So let's check that out right now. All right, guys. I want to dive right into this. And don't forget, guys, to hit that like button and consider subscribing to my channel if you feel like your boy brings you some value. So it is seller acknowledgments. It is called seller acknowledgments. All right. Boom. Let me switch that up for you. All right. So y'all can see this, man. This document goes hard too. It protects you. It's a CTF, cover the family letter. All right. So Standard seller acknowledgments. Again, you guys know that all of our documents are standard, guys. So when we're talking to a prospect, hey, this is standard. We do this all the time. Huh? You've got to do these little psychological triggers that are going to help you gain credibility and trust with what you do. Every small detail counts, guys, if you do them properly. Okay. And there are high level details. And then, there's the low level details, man. We focus on the high level so we can get this done, get it done well. Now, we, boom, the seller, right? It says it right there on this day, put the date, all that good stuff, and running to sell the property commonly known as, you put the address, boom, to, and then you put the buyer, all right, and or assigns. We sign every contract like that, and or assigns. We want to put ourselves, we want to have routes that we can take on our exit strategies on any deal that we do. So I suggest you sign any contract after your name. It says and or assigns if you are the buyer, right? If you have not written that contract up, the date, right? Now, this is the good stuff here. Clause number 1, ownership of the property. And they're going to initial right here. I am the owner of the property and am able to contract for its sale. Acceptance. I have reviewed the terms and conditions contained in the contract and have accepted buyer's offer to purchase the property. Now, just in case you got to go to court, guys, we live in a litigious society, man. People want to sue you for anything. We have this document signed and notarized. It shows, because the initial next to each one, that they were of sound mind and they know everything about this deal. In my best interest, I am satisfied with the contract and have agreed to sell the property because it is in my best interest to do so. Come on now. Could you talk to me? This thing, what, man? You are protected, guys. Cover the family, man. What? I'm building something for my daughter. Man, what? To pass down. Fully informed and not confused. I have signed the contract being fully informed and with sufficient understanding of all terms and conditions contained therein. I am not confused about any aspect of the contract. Man. Satisfied with the sales price. I understand that I may be selling the property for less than market value, but have chosen to do so because circumstances dictate that an immediate sale, even at a discounted price, is in my best interest. I am satisfied with the sale price I have negotiated. Come on. Now, talk this. I feel like this is a Saturday night sermon, y'all. What? Man, sale is final. I understand that by signing the contract, I have agreed to sell the property to a buyer and am now bound by the terms and conditions described in the contract. I further understand that I cannot change my mind or cancel the contract at some later date, nor can I continue to market the property to any other buyer. Protect yourself, man, from every angle, y'all. This is the sauce right here. Now, I love this. Clause 8. This is not a loan. I understand that the contract I have signed for the outright sale of the property and is not intended to be a loan of any kind. Boom. Contract may be assigned. We letting you know now. What? Huh? Is it? Hey, it's in there. It is in there. I understand that buyer may assign the contract to another party, and I may be closing the sale of the property with someone other than buyer. Boom. Huh? That's an assignment, man. If you want to do an assignment, we leave all of our tools in our tool belt, man, to use at any given time when we are executing this thing called real estate, y'all. We go hard. I love it too, man. We are real estate professionals. I'm not a real estate investor. I'm not a realtor. I'm a real estate professional. Yeah, talk to me. I will buy your house. I will assign it. I will set whatever you need, because we're going to solve your problem. But I'm also going to make sure that you are aware of everything that is going on. No escrow or closing attorney. I understand that buyer may choose to close this transaction without the use of an escrow company or closing attorney and may record the conveyance documents himself. Boom. Hey, if you want to quit claim that thing, man, what? We get down. Closing documents. I understand that there will be additional closing documents to sign, and upon receipt, agree to sign and deliver the closing documents directly to buyer or buyer's agent as buyer may direct in a timely manner. Copies of the paperwork. I understand that copies of the paperwork I have signed will be provided to me in a timely manner, and I acknowledge that circumstances dictate that copies may not be immediately available to me. Huh? Yeah, we can send it to them, man. We're going out there in the field. buyer entitled to make a profit. I understand that the buyer may resell the property and may realize a profit doing so. I understand and agree that buyer is entitled to any profit that may ultimately result from the subsequent resale of the property. Legal counsel advised. I acknowledged that the buyer has advised me to seek independent legal counsel to review the contract. Holler at me, y'all. Come on now. Hey, we cross every T, dot every I around here. Financial review advised. I acknowledge that buyer has advised me to seek an independent financial advisor to review the contract. Huh? Hmm. Fairly negotiated. I acknowledge that that buyer has negotiated on his own behalf, and likewise, I have negotiated on my behalf. I acknowledge that the contract has been negotiated fairly, and buyer has not taken advantage of me or my current situation. Huh? We are helping them, man. Anyway, so but hey, we still got to cross our T's, dot our I's. There's a lot of haters out there in this world too, man. You never know what type of bugs is being dropped in people's ears on top of that. All right. Then I am not under the influence. I am not under the influence of alcohol or any other mind altering substance, nor am I taking medication that would cloud my judgment or make me unable to think clearly. You got to be thinking clearly. This is a house, guys. This is not a candy bar from the freaking corner store here, man. We're talking about a house, all right? No other promises. I have not been promised anything other than what is described in the contract. There are no unresolved issues or no side agreements or no other terms not disclosed in the contract. So, yeah, there's no other side agreements. Everything that is involved in this transaction to perform, all right, and to execute is all in the contract. Not under duress. I am not under duress and have signed the contract of my own free will without any undue financial pressure. Buyer has in no way pressured me into signing the contract. Fully satisfied. I am fully satisfied with all terms and conditions contained in the contract. Boom. Dated, boom. You got a notary here too, man. Notary. Gotta go with that notary. I love, man. What? Hey. So, guys, I appreciate you joining me. My guy Saeed in the building. What's good, homie? You got some of that sauce tonight. This is our CTF letter that I just went over, man. Seller acknowledgments cover the family. Okay. My mentors call it a CYA letter, man. Cover your assets. Cover them assets, right? So you don't want to put anything at risk, right? We're out here operating in business, guys. All right. When you operate in business. And if you're like Jay-Z, man, I don't know if y'all remember that lyric that old Jay-Z had. He said, "Man, I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman." What? Man, that was a bar, right? So if you are operating as a business, you are generating revenue, man. You're buying people's houses. You are solving their problem. All right. You still have to make sure that you're crossing every T and dotting every I. I cannot express to you enough that the pen is absolutely 110% mightier than the sword, especially in this game that they play. All right. And if you want to win any game, you have got to know the rules to that game. Because if you know the rules, the real rules, y'all, not them fake rules, man, they put out for us, right? And want us to follow. So we got to jump through every hoop that a person could think of. Nah, not those rules. Not them. We want the rule book that they use. Yeah, we want that rule book because that seems to be working. So you've got to know the rules, man, because when you have that rule book, you can play the game and you can play the fucking game to win it. Straight up. That letter is absolutely needed. My guy here, the Mike Show. All right, what's happening, big dog? 816 in the building. And I know some players out of Kansas City, man. My guy Saeed out there in Connecticut. You in Connecticut, homie? You in Connecticut? Damn, can't remember. All right, hey, I got a memory like an elephant, man. That's how I'll be on it. So anyway, guys, I wanted to show you guys that cover the family letter. All right, listen, guys, we're going to be starting a new scholarship. Maryland, man, I was about to say Maryland too, man. I promise, dude. But I was like, nah, it ain't Maryland. That's what I was saying. I was like, nah, it ain't Maryland. Damn. All right, Saeed, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get it next time, bro. So Anyway, we're gonna be starting a new scholarship program, man, that's gonna pay for half of the mentorship, all right, because we are adding some new things, man. My team, my executive coach, Coach India, uh my coach Nyla, student success, head of student success. They have been going so hard, man, with the students, man, on Sundays and then on their individual meetings, and then we do our group coaching, or if you're in my one-on-one. So, man, it's a whole family, man. It's a whole environment. It's a whole environment of success. You can immerse yourself in the Go Getter Family Academy. Damn all that outside noise, man. To hell with it, man. We're producing winners over here. You know what I mean? So I wanted to do something, man, for the people. So I hooked up with a financing company and everything, man. And we're putting our scholarship together, man, for y'all, so you can apply for that scholarship program. Because I want to see some faces and I want to see some people succeed with this game, with this knowledge, with these rules, man, to the good rule book. So I appreciate you guys joining me. Don't forget to hit that like button. All right. And if you are new to my channel, man, the Go Getter family, consider subscribing. If you feel like I brought you some value tonight, we went over my cover the family letter. All right. That thing goes hard, man. One of the many documents that we use to do real estate the right way, man. So I'm gonna get up out of here. I thank y'all for joining me. Y'all have a good rest of y'all weekend, man. All right. I'm Gene Boykin, the founder of the Go Getter family. And until next time, let's get to it, y'all.
I'm a go